big win. And even though, honestly, I said all week on Twitter, you know, I just got back in town. I was out of town. Got my little man with me. He got my jacket on. I said all week, man, that I really didn't think the Skins were great. And, you know, I posted a video. We really kind of like took over the stadium. You know what I'm saying? We took over. Like, we dominated. There's no other way to look at it, no other way to tangle or twist it. Dallas was clearly the better team. And, you know, at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, it's great that, you know, it's great that we won a game and won convincingly. Dak. Kellen. You can look at this a couple ways, and I'll when I get home, I'll edit this up, and, you know, I had a good time with Mark Holmes. The offense has to clean up, but in the NFL, perfection at this time of the year just isn't a real thing. You're going to be injured, O-line, D-line, the whole nine. I thought that, you know, the Skins have a good D-line. I didn't think that they're, you know, I don't think that their secondary is great. And I was consistent about that. But the moral of the story is this, you know, Dallas won the game convincingly. I know the pick late. I was not happy about that. I was not happy about the interception late. But, you know, you won the game convincingly. The game really shouldn't have been close. And when I get home, I talk more about, you know, what we have to do going forward. But again, we took over the FedEx. It's easy at this point.
Yo, that was cool. I had to show that. So that was, and then also, those were my initial thoughts leaving the stadium. I want to show that video as well. And now I'm home. I'm able to kind of regain my thoughts, look at everything across the board. I didn't watch the whole game. I watched somewhat cut up. I'm going to go back, rewatch the game, put some film out this week. I'm hitting it hard this week, live streams, the whole nine. Dallas right now is 8-4. So we're going to be happy for that. Like, I'm not going to apologize for winning a football game. I don't care if the score was 21.5 to 21.0. You won the game. You win the game. This is the NFL. It's hard to win games in the NFL. It's a game of inches. And the truth of the matter is, you dominated this game. You dominated this game. The score doesn't indicate how close this game was. I'm going to talk about the offense. I'm going to talk about the defense. I'm going to talk about all those things, but let's start there. I think so many Cowboys fans get caught up in style points, and I'll raise my hand. At times, I do that. But the truth is, man, you won a game that the Skins or the Washington football team they needed to win this game. This was a must-win for them. Heineke, the legend. All I heard is, you know, Terry McLaurin, who, by the way, Terry McLaurin is really good. He is. But let's be honest. Dallas, and I said this all week, and I think I'm going to get my tweets on the screen. It's not really about giving crow, but I was not scared of this team. I thought that Dallas had better personnel. And the truth is, the offense didn't even play great, and you still dominated the football game. Terry McLaurin, he was front runner last year on Diggs, who was a rookie. This year, 0 yards. So I'll start with the positive. This defense, Randy Gregory, DeMarcus Lawrence, Micah Parsons, Trevon Diggs, I thought that Malik Hooker played outstanding. I thought that LVE was very active. LVE played good football today. Malik Hooker caused a fumble. I thought they were great in their coverage and what the Skins were trying to do with their play-action game, trying to roll Heineke out. They were all over it. Dallas they pitched, to me, what was a shutout. Dallas's offense really point-shaved at times, but it's okay, Dak. I still love you. I know people think I'm some type of a Dak hater because I hold him accountable. It's not that. I'm literally just holding him accountable. But this defense played out of sight. I'm going to get to Randy Gregory and DeMarcus Lawrence. These two could help you to a Super Bowl run. Because right now, Micah Parsons is the best defensive player in football. So now with Dlaw and Gregory playing the football that they're playing, you now have a three-headed monster on that defensive line that it's flat out scary. Like, I know that the Skins' offensive line wasn't great, but guess what you did to Antonio Gibson? 36 yards. Like, that's winning football because Gibson has been on a tear. He's leading the NFC, I believe, in rushing. He's great after the catch, and you blanketed him. Neville Gallimore, bull rush, you blanketed him. Osa in the rotation. This defense, man, Anthony Brown, step for step on the sideline. This defense is coming into its own. We got to talk and give praise to those guys. Randy Gregory, DeMarcus Lawrence, coming off the edge. And I like so much of how Dallas, I like what Quinn did. Quinn said, okay, we're not going to let you get a beat on Micah Parsons. We're not. So what we're going to do is we're going to move we're going to, early in the game, they moved Dlaw inside, played a little 3, played a little 4 shade, head up over the tackle, not true end, played a little 2-eye. He was all over the field. This was Dlaw. And so then what Gregory does is now he's at that wide 9, and those tackles have to set hard. They have to set out. You know, this is football talk. They have to really kick step hard, and his speed, he can give you that in and out. He can do so much. We got to get to the elephant in the room, who is Micah Parsons. I tweeted it 5 weeks ago. Best defensive player in football, and it's not close. It's not close. And his speed, early on they were chipping him. That's a rookie. They're chipping a rookie. They're keeping the tight end in. They're max protecting, and they're chipping a rookie. It's a reason why, y'all. And the fact that he could play in the middle, it was one pass breakup where Parsons was in there on pass coverage. You get what I'm saying? 20 yards down the field, him and Trevon Diggs fighting for a pick. So I just think that it's one of those things to where it's, and let me sidebar this. Shout out to every Cowboys fan that I saw on Mark Holmes' tailgate. I thought that was awesome. I thought that was fun. Mark Holmes is one of the GOATs, and he always does great for the people. And I met so many people, man. It was a really good time. All right, so back. My mind's all over the place. It's cool. I'm watching Green Bay. I'm watching that. But anyway, back to the fact of the matter. Micah Parsons is really, really good. Okay, let's transition to this offense and what's going to be the headline. Obviously, the headline is going to be the offense is taking a step back. Dak sucks, the whole 9. I don't think that either of the case. I think that Dak on the last interception was totally un-Dak-like. The first interception was totally un-Dak-like. And I think that Dak will be fine. I think Kellen Moore deserves, I wouldn't say some blame, but those two have to kind of stay late. They have to get in the lab, and they have to figure out what's going to work moving forward against certain looks. I just think that's it. You get to a point in the season, it's a long season, to where I wouldn't say people kind of get a beat on you, but it's the same stuff. So I think that they kind of need to get on the same page in that regard. Dak also, I will say, at the game live, I'm not going to say he's having issues reading the field, but there were times where I saw guys flying open. I don't know where he was at with his progression. I don't know if that was the first read, but I'm sure a guy like Prescott, who's been through so much, the one thing I know for sure is that he will get in the lab and get it corrected. So I'm not worried. But I am going to criticize him for not playing well because he hasn't been playing well. That's just the facts. I thought that the running game was there because it was just there. Weren't very many big runs from Zeke or Clement or, all the backups, because the truth is 4 first-rounders across that defensive line, they're not going to let you run the ball. Teams aren't going to let us run the ball. So I thought how you use Coop, CD, and Gallup, especially early, I thought that's how you had to play the whole game. Does complacency set in with teams? Yes, it does. It does. Early on, I thought that Coop and CD really had whatever they wanted. I liked the quick game to CD. I liked that design. The design on the touchdown was really good. That was a really good design by Kellen Moore. So I think that Kellen and Dak can be great. They just have to consistently be great. So is it a time to panic? No, because you won the game. You're 8-4. It's not about winning beautifully. It's just not about winning beautifully. Do you want to lose throwing for 500 yards and looking and giving people all these touchdowns, but your defense sucks? No. So complimentary football is what? At times your defense is going to have to hold you up. There was a lot of times this year where the offense had to hold the defense up. Now it's reversed. So you have 8 wins on the year. Last year you didn't. This team is turning around. And guess what? I'm going to give a big fat just to Mike McCarthy, man. He guaranteed a win and they won. Like, I just didn't like that so many Cowboys fans were so nervous about this game. Yes, it was a must-win, and we won. And I didn't think the Skins were that good. And I'll be honest with you, outside of really Green Bay, I don't think – and I like Arizona. I just don't know how much I love Arizona, especially there are times where they just do a lot of goofy things. I just think that there's no real complete team left. There's no dominant team left. So get in the tournament and figure it out. If your defense is going to play on fire like this, and you got to remember – you have a queen on the field. No, like, weirdness intended, but you have a queen. Micah Parsons is a queen. Anybody who's ever played chess, he can do anything on the field. And that means a lot. A whole lot. It's your boy Foots, y'all. As always, thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. I'm going to be back with film. This is my recap of the game. I thought that, we really jumped out early. The offense kind of stalled, but it happens. This is the NFL. Obviously, the late pick made it interesting. The game was not interesting. There were people at the game falling asleep. Hope that you guys enjoyed the clips. The game was just awesome. Got to spend some time with my little man. It's your boy Foots, as always. Peace.